Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about what I am doing currently in my real estate journey. Now, all the prior videos was me going through what I've done in the last couple of years so you could get caught up with what I am doing now. In the last video, we talked about the seller financing deal that I just purchased, and oh man, if you aren't involved with some type of creative financing, I think you're missing out on that tool in your tool belt. If you're in real estate, you should have a big tool belt so that you can take down properties in multiple different ways. And one of the ways that I'm doing it right now is through creative financing. Now, that's not the only thing that I do in my real estate journey. I also wholesale. Now, I don't just wholesale on the acquisition side. I actually mostly focus on the disposition side. Now, I told you I used to run a big, giant wholesaling team in the past. I no longer do that. I am mostly focused on disposition, which is finding buyers for acquisition teams that need help. Now, why would they need help? Well, let me explain this to you. A lot of wholesale companies, and I say wholesale companies, they're really not wholesale companies. They're really just acquisition companies. A wholesale company is someone that has an acquisition team, a lead generating team, and a disposition team, and sometimes having a transaction coordinating team. Now, you can hire out each of these, but are you really running a wholesale operation? Not really. You're just running a subsection of that full operation. But everybody says I wholesale. I always like to break it down like that because you could be in a different section of that business as you're going along. Now, a lot of people I talk to, they're mostly on the acquisition side. They spend all their time, they spend all their marketing money. Everything they do is on acquisitions. They are talking to sellers, agents, getting contracts, doing all of the front work for that property. But what happens? Well, they now need to go market their contract to who? A end buyer or an investor. Now, a lot of times they haven't been spending a lot of their efforts in the disposition of finding buyers, so they lose out on these contracts because they don't have a buyer in place. And that is where I come in to this situation. I actually only run on the disposition side. I'm focusing on finding buyers for acquisition teams' deals. So they bring me the contract, I review everything, make sure everything is good to go. I get it underwritten just to make sure it's a good deal. And then I start marketing it out to my investors in my network to see if anybody is interested in that property. Now, yes, I am wholesaling, but I'm in the disposition section of the business. And it's a lot of fun. Why? Because I get to talk to a lot of buyers like myself to see what they're looking for, where they're buying things at. I also get to see what the rehab costs are, and I'm learning a lot from the disposition side as I'm connecting with these buyers. It's not only helping me, it's helping the other wholesaler, and it's also helping them get good deals. That's why I love being on the disposition side. It's a big win all around. So my main focus right now is disposition with wholesaling. So if you are a wholesaler on the acquisition side and you need help finding buyers for your deals because you haven't put the effort in on that side, then you and I need to get in contact because I can help you out with finding those buyers. I have a full team that does this. Now, why I always recommend people outsourcing this is so that you can scale a little quicker. You can focus everything on the acquisition side and let someone else take care of the disposition side. Allows you to focus heavily on one thing so you can scale that section of the business. If you're constantly bouncing back and forth between acquisition to disposition to acquisition to disposition, what's going to happen is you're going to run into a lot of bottlenecks, and it's going to be quite difficult to continue to keep scaling, because every time you switch to one side, the other side starts to fall behind. Now, obviously, as you grow and you make more money, you can hire more people into those roles so that they can take care of it, so it's a smooth transition from acquisition to disposition. But I will say, if you're getting going, use another team to help you out with disposition. It'll help you grow that much faster. So, like I said, if you need help finding buyers for your deals, you need to reach out to me, and you can go to my Instagram at sub2lew, SUBTOLEW, and shoot me a DM called Dispo, and I will reach out to you and figure out how we can help each other continue to keep growing and making money in wholesaling. So I'm excited to continue on with these videos to keep showing you what I'm doing, so that maybe you can learn some things along the way. And again, everything I say is what I'm doing. It's my opinion, what I think works. So take that with a grain of salt. I am no expert. I am not going to claim I'm going to be an expert. I'm just doing what I think works, and it's working for me. So I will see you in the next video, and have a good one.